I'm back. This video is now, we are jumping into the module of systems of linear equations. We're going to be graphing first, so we're going to graph them. By solving them, we're going to graph them, substitute, and then linear elimination. But right now we're just focused on graphing, okay? All right, look, this video is going to be really short because I'm not going to do any examples for you since we went over graphing. You're going to go ahead and graph this assignment, and then we're going to come together, and then based off your answers, we're then going to talk about each one, and I'll show you the key, and we're going to talk about whether it's one solution, many solutions, or infinite solutions or many solutions. Students, you don't necessarily have to write infinitely many solutions. You can, some kids write infinite, some students write just many, so we'll talk about that. Okay, so here we go. Okay, we're going to be graphing systems of linear equations. This is part one because you're going to dive into the assignment by graphing. Okay, and then we're going to talk about, and we're going to discuss this when we're in class. Okay, in mathematics, a system of linear equations is a collection of one or more linear equations. In this case, we're only doing two. Okay, we're only good. So when it says one or more, we're on the 2 mark. Okay. Equations involving the same set of variables, and in this case, we're x, y. Okay, so what do we walk away with? It's just a set. It's a bunch of set of coordinate points, okay, if they exist. We're in 2 variables, x, y. So remember, your answers or your solutions or your points, your x, y table, your coordinate points, x, y. And the graph of a system is a pair of lines in the plane, so we're going to be graphing it on graph paper or if you print out this PDF. Got it? Okay, here's the main point. And remember, you did this during quarantine last school year. All right, so look, there's 3 types of linear equations, and I'm going to cover those 3 are here. It's the first set of pink, vertically stacked. And there's 3 types of solutions, and that's this stack. Okay, so there's 3 types of linear equations, and there's 3 types of solutions. So there's the 3 types of linear equation systems, and there's the 3 types of solutions. Got it? Okay, so I know this one requires a lot of writing. And by the way, that's it. You just completed on paper. Okay, so here we go. An independent system is when you get one solution, meaning the 2 lines are going to cross at a very distinct, exact point. Okay, and by the way, we'll get into Desmos and you'll graph on Desmos. I'll have you upload the app to your phone, or you can just get on the computer, and I'll do that with you in class. Okay. All right. There's an inconsistent system. So no solution, which means parallel lines. So you're not going to get a solution. That's why there's no solution. Remember, don't do the empty set. Empty set doesn't mean no solution. Okay. And then a dependent system. By the way, you can make that a capital D. I don't know. I went capital I, lowercase d. Go figure. I'm not being consistent. Okay, a dependent system would be infinitely many solutions. And so that infinity symbol, right? It's infinity symbol. Okay, and it's the same line when graphed. So when you graph the 2 lines, they're going to be just right on top of each other. Okay. So an independent system is one solution. That's when you have one line and then another line is crossing, and that intersection is your solution. An inconsistent system is no solution because they're 2 parallel lines, so they look like this. They're never going to intersect. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like on your paper. A dependent system has infinitely many solutions. So what happens is you're going to graph one line, you're going to have it, and then when you go to graph the other line, you're like, wait a minute, and you might even notice your XY table is the same. It's sitting right on top of it. So all you're doing is making the one line more bold because it's right on top of each other. Okay, so this is one solution because it crosses at one distinct exact point. This is no solutions because it's parallel lines. And this is infinitely many solutions because it's right on top of each other. Okay, the PDF that will be attached to this, but I'm going to show you here, is you're going to be given 2 lines. You're going to graph them, okay? So here's page 1. And then this will be page 2. Now, if you notice here, I took white out because they were both in standard form. And so I made one of them in slope-intercept form and one of them in standard form. Whereas these are both slope-intercept form, both slope-intercept form. Okay. So here's what you're going to do, and then we're going to talk about this assignment together, and then that's when we'll upload Desmos, and we'll verify our answers. Like I'll share my screen, and I'll put it up in Desmos, and then you can kind of practice it, and we'll do it that way. Okay, and that's how we'll verify your answers. Okay, all right, bye, bye, bye.